Hello again, everyone. This is Chris Sciria, and that's Robert Harding. This is the Citizen Sports Weekly for a Thursday, October 1st. Wow, it's October.
Oktoberfest time, folks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to feast, all right.
Me and Chris will be drinking the brews this
Notice
weekend.
that we should be drinking hot chocolate or coffee because notice how Robert and I are dressed. It's cold in this room, folks. We're not complaining. We're just stating a fact, okay?
It's like 60 degrees outside,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about 30 in here.
Unlike the Miami Dolphin players that complain about having to practice in pads on Thursdays, we don't complain about having to wear heavy sweatshirts in our conference room because it's cold.
We're
okay?
journalists. We're tough.
We are.
That's right.
And obviously Robert's Bills did beat my Dolphins last Sunday. I almost want to say that like Miami didn't even bother to show up for this game. It was so pitiful, the performance. It really was.
First half was pathetic.
And that's what I mean. They didn't show up and just disgusted. That's the best word to describe it. So Robert was the winner of a wonderful Tim Hortons frozen hot chocolate beverage, was waiting on his desk on Monday morning.
Very good of you.
I don't welch on bets. I pay up. And actually, Robert also won the week. He was 4-2.
4-2, yeah.
I was 3-3. So far through 3 weeks, I am 12-6. And I am barely holding on to a one-game lead over Robert, who's 11-7. So, hey, this week could be interesting. So, we have our 6 games. We'll get right back into the Dolphins. And they are going to jolly old London.
Yes. It's back, folks.
Jolly old London to host the New York Jets. You know, I'll tell you, I want to pick Miami in this game. I really do. I want to say that, you know, last week maybe was the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe these guys are finally going to start playing up to their potential, playing hard from the beginning of the game. But you know something? I don't think this team likes its coaches. And I don't think they like their defensive coordinator, Coyle, there. And I think because of that, unfortunately, the Dolphins are going to get off to another slow start. And I think they're going to use this whole we're playing at 9:30 in the morning stuff, although it's 2:30 in the afternoon in England. So I hate to say it, but I think the Jets are going to force turnovers. They have 12, by the way. They lead the NFL in turnovers. Miami's going to turn over the football. They're not going to be able to stop the Jets' running game. And I have a feeling the Jets are going to win this game like 24-10. And the Jets, unfortunately, are going to beat the Dolphins at 1-3.
Yeesh.
And you are picking, sir?
The Dolphins.
Oh, wow.
I seem to have more faith in your team than you do.
I know my team. That's the thing.
That's probably the problem.
I've seen every game. I've seen every play. I know. I've seen it all, and it's not pretty. So
yeah.
All right.
I mean, last week's game aside, against the Bills, they certainly didn't look good. But I think you have to hit rock bottom, and that's what they needed in this season.
Rock bottom. They haven't hit rock bottom yet. It's coming though.
They're going up against the Jets. The Jets did not look good against the Eagles.
No, they did not.
And that was surprising to me, after they went on the road, beat the Colts on Monday night, impressive victory. They come home, they're playing the Eagles. The Eagles didn't look good at all. And the Eagles put up 24 on them before the Jets even got on the board. So, this is a neutral site game. There's no friendly crowds here.
Well, that being said, I do follow some British NFL fans, Dolphin fans, and I think there's going to be a large Dolphin contingent there. I think there will be a very spirited British, United Kingdom, and European, not just, believe me, there are fans from all over Europe, Italy. There are Dolphin fans in Italy, by the way. I'm going to give a shout out to them, okay? My Italian compadres, you guys are going to be there. You're going to show up in force, I hope. So I have a feeling the crowd is going to be behind the Dolphins. You're going to be surprised. Okay. You'll watch the game. I know you'll be watching it. You'll be surprised. You'll say, Chris was right. There are a lot of Dolphin fans in the UK and Europe. So
Can I say the part I love most about this? 9:30.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
You wake up, you turn on the TV, boom, football.
That's what living in Hawaii is like.
That's true.
Or California. So
I love it.
Yeah, it is great. 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to church the day before. I don't miss church because of football. So
See that? It's on video, folks.
There we go. I'm going to church Saturday afternoon. All right, now it's Robert's Buffalo Bills coming off that incredible win last week in Miami against the New York Giants, although we know that they play in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Technically, they're a New York team. I'll tell you, the Bills, again, I got to tip my cap to them. They came out on fire. They played hard. They never let up. They really deserved that win, and obviously the score of the game reflected it. And I know the Bills will be without McCoy. They will be without Watkins. doesn't make any difference. They're going to run the football with that other running back whose name I can't remember.
Carlos Williams.
Yeah, there we go. Williams, who had a very good game against Miami. Giants are not going to have Cruz. This game, Buffalo's got a home game. I think the fans are so jacked up. They've been waiting so long for this type of situation for them. So I think the crowd plays a role, and obviously the Bills' defense is playing lights out. I like the Bills easily in this game over the Giants.
Picking the Bills too.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I can't go back on my team here.
No, you shouldn't.
They played well last week. A nice bounce back win after the loss to the Patriots there, where they really only played one good quarter.
Right.
They came out and played 4 good ones against the Dolphins,
yeah.
and that's a good recipe for winning. So, I think home game, like you said, going up against Eli Manning and the Giants. Eli Manning, he's protected the ball this year,
right,
but he has been turnover prone in the past. So, if the Bills can force some turnovers, this will be an easy day for them.
All right, next game is the Philadelphia Eagles, the Washington Redskins. Decided to go a little different. I picked the games this week. It's a good divisional game, nice rivalry. I like the Eagles. I think, the Eagles got off to that bad start in the first couple games, but I think that win last week against the Jets kind of gives them a boost of confidence. I think that they've kind of stop the bleeding, so to speak,
Sure.
They're playing a division opponent, obviously they're very familiar with. Even though it's on the road, it's not like they're going that far. I'm sure they're taking the Amtrak Acela from Philadelphia to Washington for this game. The Redskins are just a team that they're fading. I mean, they don't have a real quarterback. Their running game is suspect. The defense is suspect. I like the Eagles to win this game easily. I'm
taking the Eagles too. I think what will be more interesting about this game is the impact of Hurricane Joaquin, which is in the Atlantic. This is the only game that's on the the immediate East Coast, right along the Atlantic coast there, this week, because either the teams that are located on the East Coast are either playing road games or have byes. So there's been talk about what they'll do here, but even if the game goes on and it's a wet one, man, what a mess! Yeah. It's going to be great.
Next game, I think probably maybe the hottest team in all of football, the Cincinnati Bengals. They went into Baltimore and beat the Ravens. That's not easy, folks. They're hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, Chiefs played Monday night, I believe, right? No, they played Monday night on the road in Green Bay. Now they have to go back on the road at Kansas City. I mean, a short week and on the road 2 weeks in a row. The Bengals are hot. I like the Bengals in this game. I think it's going to be a rout. I like Cincinnati to win big.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals too. They've looked good. Andy Dalton's looked good. Defense is playing well. They've got a running game going. Tough team to beat this year.
Game number 5, the undefeated Denver Broncos at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Interesting matchup here. You don't see these two teams playing against each other except once every 4 years. Minnesota, I think Teddy Bridgewater's done a solid job at quarterback. Adrian Peterson is, I think, back to being Adrian Peterson again almost. But I think the Broncos' defense is the key to their start. I mean, Peyton Manning is still, he's not where he was a couple years ago, but he's still more than good enough. I like the Broncos to win this game.
Yeah, I'm with you there. For a lot of the same reasons. The defense is too good this year. Manning, he's having a good season. Probably not great, based on what we've seen in the past, but good enough. And the only thing with Denver, they, unlike Minnesota, Minnesota's gotten their run game going with Peterson, but they haven't been able to get C.J. Anderson going.
Yeah.
He's battling some injuries. If they get that run game going, this team's going to be tough to beat too.
Last game, this is the Sunday night game, the Dallas Cowboys at New Orleans Saints. Boy, I'll tell you, this is where you're like, you look at the season before the game's on TV, and you're like, oh, Dallas, New Orleans, what a great game. This is going to be Drew Brees, Tony Romo. Well, you're not going to have Tony Romo, that's for sure. And Drew Brees, I guess, is going to play, but I don't think he's going to be 100%. The Cowboys, it's easy to write them off without Romo, but, I think they still have one of the best offensive lines in football, and I still think they have a good defense, and I think that'll be enough. It's going to be a close game. I'm scoring at 24-21 Dallas. I like the Cowboys to go in New Orleans and unfortunately continue the Saints' woes. This is unbelievable that they're going to be 0-4 probably, but I like the Cowboys in this game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys too. The Saints, I don't know what happened to them. I mean, they have a good core of running backs. Obviously Breeze being hurt hurts them, but sometimes it comes down to the defense. The defense has been a little shaky this year, so I think they also go in, like you said. They have a good offensive line. Even with Brandon Weeden back there, I think the offense can get enough done to win the game.
Well, this is kind of interesting, folks, because if these games go the way we're predicting them, if the Dolphins win, Robert ties me for first place, and if the Dolphins lose, then I'm up by 2 games on them. So it's kind of interesting how this is going to go. So, well, anyways, we hope you enjoyed our video, and we hope you enjoy the games. And if you like our video and you want to share the link on Twitter or Facebook, feel free to. We always appreciate that. And like I said, enjoy the games, and we'll see you next week.